friends, welcome to my YouTube channel again. Hope so you all are doing good, and the story that I brought this time is very interesting. It has a tragedy and also sadness at the end. Please do watch it, and if you feel it is good, like, share and subscribe my channel and support me. So let's start today's story, The Fate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just have few days left in my life. I don't know why days are moving so faster. I don't think I would complete my dream and fulfill my wish. When I was thinking all this stuff in my mind, I saw my mother coming to me. I asked her that when I was going to get free from these bars, when I am going to live my life like others did. My mom started crying as she always did. Whenever I used to ask her this, she always used to cry and does not reply anything to me. And whenever I asked the doctors, they always said me to enjoy my remaining days. I know I was having cancer and I was going to die soon, but my inner self wasn't accepting it. I just wanted to make my dream come true and fulfill my wish. That is, I just wanted to live my life like others did. I wished to go to the parks and different places and enjoy there. I wished to have a very good friend so that I could roam with them. We could have ice creams together, we could have cinemas, we could have watched cinemas together. I wish to enjoy my life with my family and friends. But from the moment I admitted in the hospital, my life got spoiled. I never got any opportunity to make friends and stay with my family. And doctors used to say that I have only few days left. But how could I fulfill my every wish in just this remaining few days? It was impossible, right? And the doctors were also not discharging me from the hospital. And there was no one near me to whom I could share my thoughts and the pain that I was going through. I always used to write all the stuff that I did my whole day, and I used to throw it from my window as I was waiting for someone to pick it and read the things that I have written and take me out of this prison one day. But no one came. As the days were passing, I was also losing my hope day by day. And I don't know, I also started to get scared inside of my death. But somehow I tried to divert my mind. I used to dance, sing, talk to myself as I was alone. No one were there to accompany me. The next day the doctor came to my room and he said that tomorrow is the last day of my life. I lost my all hope of fulfilling my wish. Now I just waited for that time to come so that I could leave this world and get free from all the pain and suffering that I was going through. That whole night I cried, and for the last time I wrote my feelings in that paper and threw it from my window. As usual, the sun rose the next day. I got up, had my breakfast and was sitting on my bed staring at the window. I heard a voice. It was a footstep. It seemed like someone was coming to my room. I thought that it would be the doctor who would have come to say me that today is my last day. I heard the voice of the door. It got opened. I said to the doctor that I knew this is my last day in this world. As soon as I said, I turned towards him. When I saw near the door, that person who had come was not the doctor. He was a guy. He just said me that my today's day will be special. He held my hand and said that today I am going to make this day very memorable for you, and started pulling me. I said him to stop, but he did not listen to me. Finally, he brought me outside the hospital. I was not at all able to believe all this. I said him to pinch me and he did it, and it was the reality. I asked him who is he and why is he doing this to me. He said that his name is Sam and he is doing all this so that I could enjoy my last day. He also said me that he had read all those papers that I used to write and throw from my window. I asked him, if so, then why it took so much of time to come to me? He did not say anything. He just took me to the market. There we had ice cream and I had a very delicious food that I never had before. I was just praying that this day should never get end. And I enjoyed a lot with him. I did lots of shopping and we also went to the amusement park where we enjoyed a lot. And at last the time came of going to the hospital back. While we were moving on our way, I shared all my talks with him. and also thank him for all the things that he gave to me today. We both had become a very good friend in just one day. Suddenly, he got pain in his stomach. I asked him, was he fine? He said me that he had lots of food today, so he wanted to take rest for a while. Finally, we reached to the hospital. I was not at all willing to go inside. I said him that I don't wanted to go. He said me that he will be always there with me and he will always be my side and never leave me alone. I trusted him. He also came with me into the hospital, and we were climbing the stairs. A girl came near to us and she said to Sam to go to his room and have a rest. I was not knowing that he was also admitted in the same hospital. I asked him that what was happened to him and why he was admitted in the hospital. He said that he just had stomach pain and he's fine now. I don't need to get tensed. I was in front of my room. He said me bye and left from there. I danced in joy. I was very happy today as I completed all my wishes and I was in love with Sam. Yes, a true love. The way he cared for me, the way he talked to me, only a true lover can do that. And I was very happy. I also thought to go to his room and say him how much I loved him. My eyes went to the clock and I thought that this will be the best time to do it, as all the doctors and nurses will be only now handling the emergency cases at this moment. I went towards in search of him. I went to the reception department and I came to know about his room number there. I was in front of his room. I was very nervous. His room was last below mine, so I comprehended that my letters should have come to his room when I threw them. I opened the door and I saw that many people were surrounded there. I thought that I have come in the wrong room. While I was moving from there, I heard someone saying Sam. I was paused for a moment. My mind stopped working and my heart started beating very fast. When I turned, I saw that Sam was on his bed. I shook his body, but he did not got up. My eyes filled with tears. I asked the doctors that what had happened to him. They said that he was suffering from appendix. That too, it was very severe. He was bedridden and doctors said him not to move from the bed, and if he does it, it can be dangerous to his life. But still, he got up from his bed. After hearing this, I got froze for a moment. This was more painful than my death. I tried to wake him up, but no, he did not got up. I was crying very badly. Then a woman asked me that who was I and what was my name. I told her that I was a friend of him and my name is Lisa. At the moment, the woman came to me and said in a shaky voice that even at his last breath, he was taking my name. I was astonished. At a fraction of a second, I too fainted there and died. I wanted to live my life with him. But after all this, I lost the hope of survival. But in the heavens, we both met each other. We had wings there, and there were no disease, no people, no barrier, and no fate that were able to apart us. I was free from all pain, all limits, and was really very happy spending my life and every breath, every second with him. And we live our life happily in the heavens. Thank you for listening my story. Hope so you like it, and thank you for supporting me, and thank you.